Hey, what's up guys, it's In There To It here, and we're on NASCAR Heat Evolution for the PS4, and we're going to be doing a new series here that I'm starting, and it's going to be a Saturday series, even though this isn't a Saturday. Normally it's going to be on a Saturday, and I mean, give or take a day. It's going to be planned for Saturday, we'll say that. It's going to be about learning tracks, maybe not learning them for the first time, but learning the optimal way to get around these ovals that may look very similar on the face, but they may not be that similar after all. Alright guys, our first track in this series is gonna be Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's pretty much gonna go alphabetical here. So first track's Atlanta, and we're gonna be using our default setup. No changes at all, just what you would have if you just started. So let's go ahead and practice. And I am using a wheel, but it doesn't actually make a difference in terms of the line you run. So let's go out on the track here, and we're going to teach you how to run a fast lap here at Atlanta, at least this version of Atlanta with the default setup. So what you want to do is, it may sound trivial to some, but you want to stick as close to the wall as you can on the backstretch. And through here you want to stick to that wall, come down, and make sure you're keeping a pretty tight radius. You want to not move the steering, well, that was pretty dumb. You want to move the steering not too drastically, if possible, especially in the quad ovals, because it helps not scrub off speed. So you cannot actually go full, I know the reason I hit the wall, but you can't actually go full throttle with the default setup at Atlanta, but it's very close. So you, in a few laps, I will demonstrate the proper way as soon as I get around these cars. Okay, cool. So trying to adjust my wheel settings. Alright, so the proper way to get around Atlanta is to be near the wall entering the corner, and turn 1 is a little weird, so you want to be entering the wall, or entering near the wall just like this. Stay up high, lift off the gas, and come down as close to the white line or yellow line as you can. Now that wasn't exactly a good example, but you don't want to dive down in turn 1 immediately. You want, even in turn 3 actually, you want to stay as close to the wall as possible entering the corner. There we go, that's my wheel set right. You want to stay as close and as high as possible entering, lift off the gas, and dive down. That's it. And then you can just mat it as soon as you get it pointed the right way. Stay as close to this wall as you can, just as close, and wait till you're in the corner, then dive down, lift a little bit, just lift and turn as hard as you can. You might get close to that wall, as close as you can really, and then dive down to this. You want to get as close to those little lines as you can too on the bottom there. Lift, mat it, and drive it on out. Get as close to this wall as you can. That maximizes speed, so you're taking the straightest line as you possibly can. Lift, turn in, and wash to the wall. Now that's not as important out of turn 4 as it is out of turn 2, because turn 4 is a little different with the way the banking drops off. And yeah, so that's pretty much how you get a fast lap around Atlanta. It's not as simple as just diving down immediately, because if I did that, I would be down here this quick, and I'd let off, and I would start washing up the track. And if you're next to somebody, that's not gonna work. If you have to run the bottom, you don't want to run really close. You still want to arc it as much as you can, like this. Lift and try to stay down below the seam. That will be the optimal way to run the bottom, and then wash up to right here. Pretty much. You give them a little bit of room on the outside. It's just Atlanta, it looks very simple, but the way that it's set up on this game is not exactly easy to get the fastest time, because you have to wait entering the corner like this and then dive down, mat it. Otherwise the car will wash up too much out of turn 2 and you'll just smack the wall right there. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you find this at least a little bit helpful. It's mainly for beginners and in terms of people who don't know how to drive these ovals efficiently. This will be an ongoing series, so check back every week if you would like to tune in and learn something possibly. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Please like the video if you liked it, leave a dislike if you didn't enjoy it, and share it if you really enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you'd like to, and subscribe if you're new. See you next time.
Car ahead.